What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is a Wdybw Wednesday, hosted by our buddy Joe over at Big Sky Model Workshop. If y'all don't know Joe, we'll leave a link below for him. I'm going to kind of do this sort of blog style because I got a few things coming. I'm just going to put them all together in one video. We're going to call this Wdybw Wednesday Paint Spectacular, because that's mostly what I got. We'll start off here, and I've already opened this box and unwrapped everything. We got a box from our buddies over at Splash Paints. I use a good bit of their stuff. The last 3 or 4 builds I've done have all been Splash Paint. I really like their 2K clear. Normally anytime I buy anything from them, I go ahead and pick up a couple of their 2K sets. So we got this, 2 more sets of that, and I got 2 over there on the shelf too, so we should be good for that for a while. Decided I wanted to try their primer. So we got some white primer and some dark gray primer from them. Focus. There we go. So we picked that up. The rest of this is going to be colors. Got a bottle of Mystic Chrome. If you don't know what this is the replica color for the Mystic Chrome 4 Mustang Cobras. So we already got something planned for that. Got a bottle of Azure Blue, which is another Mustang color. Got some of their Jet Black base. We may need that for some of the colors we're doing. Got a bottle of their Pure White base. Focus. There we go. Pure White base. Yeah, I'm trying to shake these up a little bit so you can actually see the color, maybe. This one is Bittersweet. This is a GM color. Got plans for that one too already. Abyss Gray. This is kind of one of those flattish gray colors. I know I got a Ford one and a Mopar one. I think this is the Mopar one. I could have it backwards, but we also got Cactus Gray. Same sort of deal, sort of a flat, not flat, but like a pastel gray color. This one's a little lighter than the other one. That's why I picked that one up. The next 2 go together. I've already got plans for these. This is Red Bull Blue and Red Bull Yellow racing colors. We already know what that's going on. A Dodge color Cinnamon Stick. That's a real pretty color. Real pretty, like metallic burnt orange color. Next one is another racing color. It is Volt Green. May have a plan for this one already. And the last one that we picked up from them is actually a Porsche color. This one takes a lot to get it shaken up. Miami Blue. That is a real pretty blue color. I got a couple Porsche kits over here. You may see this on one of those. So that's what we picked up from my buddies at Splash. we'll get the next one unwrapped and unboxed and ready to go, and we will continue this in just a second. Hold on. Alright guys, we got round 2 of our Paint Palooza here. This box came in from our buddy Jameson over at Scale Finishes. We'll run through these real quick. I tried to shake them a little bit before we started, but we picked up a pink super primer. We also picked up a white super primer. I already have some of his gray. One of our mystery colors we already have, but it's a pretty color, so I don't know if this camera's picking it up, but it's a real pretty dark brown metallic. So we'll use that on something. Like I said, we already had it, but it's a beautiful color, so I don't mind having more of it. The next one we picked up was a mystery color. Come on. Deep Ocean Pearl. Real pretty dark blue pearl color. Real pretty. Looking forward to using that on something. We picked up 2 of these. House of Color Orion Silvers for base coats. We also picked up 2 of the golds. Solar Gold House of Colors. And we picked up their color of the month for last month, which is this kind of tannish brown pearl, silk pearl. That's a real pretty color in the light. The last thing we picked up from him was a set. It's a pearl mid coat. So we got a midnight black base coat, and then halogen blue pearl to go over the top. That is a real pretty color too, guys. So that's what we picked up from Scale Finishes. Thank you, Jameson. I'll leave a link down below for Scale Finishes. Choose your favorite creator. They may have a code to save you a little bit of money. Discount code. We used our buddy Shaggy. We'll tag him down below. We used his code, saved a little bit of money. I got one more box coming, so we will update this video when the next box comes, and then that should be it for what we bought paint wise. So hold on just a second, guys. Alright guys, we're back for part 3 and what should be the final part of Paint Palooza. If you notice, we got a little bit of a different view here. We're actually in my paint booth because I'm out of room on the desk. As y'all know, or some of you may know, my 3D printer's been down. Got the parts to fix it, and turns out they were wrong, or not wrong, they're updated, and I need a couple wiring harnesses to use the new board. So those are in the mail coming, but the printer is still blown apart over there on the build desk, and I don't want to put it back together just to have to take it back apart again. So we're going to do this over here, which doesn't really matter because I'm on 7 days a week until I'm told otherwise, so I don't have a whole lot of time to hit the bench anyway. But part 3, we got some stuff from ProScale. First time I've ever bought anything from ProScale. I will say I was short a bottle when it came in, but I filled out their little contact form on their website. The next day I got an email back from them, and we've worked it out. So top notch as far as customer service so far. We'll see what happens when we get to the point of actually working it out, but we worked out a deal that worked for both of us, so kudos to them for the quick response and handling it. We got some of their leather colors. We got the medium gray. We got their chocolate brown, which is going to be hard to see with the lighting that's over here. We picked up one just regular single coat color. That is, come on, the Mercedes SLR green. That is a real pretty teal green color. And I've noticed a thing with this video, and I didn't realize it till I got, started watching this stuff. I picked up a lot of blue and green. I need to revamp and order some reds and yellows and orange and stuff, but for whatever reason I picked up a lot of blue and green this go around. The next one we got is a two-part color. So we picked up their silver candy base, which is real pretty. And then to go over that, we got Kawasaki candy green. It looks really dark in this bottle, but if you look up this color, the Kawasaki green, it's almost like a green apple green color. So we picked that up. The next one was an Aston Martin China Teal. It's a two-part. It's got the base coat, the teal base coat, and then the top coat. It's kind of a silvery pearl top coat that goes on top of it. So, spray this, then lightly spray this over to your desired consistency, I guess. The next one we got, they have some cool flip-flops, chameleon colors and stuff on there, and apparently this was a short run color. This is the base for it. It's called Sour Grapes. That's our base coat, and then we've got this flip-flop purple tint coat to go on top of it. Like I said, depending on how thick you spray this on will be how much of the green shows through. So in the light you'll get the purple and the green when you're swirling. Thought that was a cool color. We picked that one up. And last but not least, if you guys know or saw my video where I picked up my Tamiya F40 kit, that's one of my Grail cars. Maybe not a Grail kit, but I will absolutely love that car. So we got the paint for it, and it's the same thing, base coat and then the tint coat to go over the top. It's a yellow pearl. It says metallic, but it looks more like a pearl to me in the jar. But anyway, spray this down, spray this on top. So that's all we got for right now, guys. Like I said, we just went on a paint buying spree because I needed some different colors. Most of the time I don't go for colors, like I don't plan ahead. Like I want to paint this kit this color, with the exception of a couple. Like I know the Ferrari, I want to paint that yellow. I just look around and find colors that I like, and then when I get ready to build something, I look at the paint rack and see if I got a color I think will look good on it. So that's why we kind of loaded up here on paint the last couple weeks. As always, guys, appreciate you watching, appreciate you subscribing. Don't know when I'll get back to the bench quite yet because one, the printer's taking up all the room with it blown apart, and two, work is crazy right now. This will be my second week of at least 7 days. So I've worked by the end of this week, I'll have worked 14 in a row. It's the automotive industry. Any of you guys that know the automotive industry know it gets crazy sometimes. But appreciate you watching. Appreciate you subscribing. I'll leave the links down below for all these manufacturers so you can go check them out. That's it, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.